The final map of the game. The final map of the match, of the night, of the tournament. In the bottom left position, spawning as the red Terran player, we have PureLegacy, joined by his comrade-at-arms, Larry. They are facing off against the blue Millennium team of Lilbow and MarineLorD. This is the map that we have seen a lot of very long games on. This is the map that I expect to see a long game on. I don't think MarineLorD and Lilbow want to chance it, but I think that they've recognized some weaknesses in the way that this composition works for PureLegacy and Larry. Because, you know, 1v1 players are successful for a lot of reasons compared to 2v2 players, right? And when you ask, like, well, what does that really mean? It's like, well, if you're really good at 1v1, you're naturally going to be all right at 2v2 because of mechanics of the game. Being able to build SCVs, being able to produce units at a consistent pace. And it seems to me that the number one weakness that was exploited in the last game or two was just how fast the reinforcements came out. Not taking these long, drawn-out games has actually worked out very well for MarineLorD and Lilbow. The only reason why I would think that they might not do that again is because they've already got this series locked down, right? If you really think about it, they just need to win one game, and they've secured themselves $2,000. So, you know, that in and of itself acts as a really, really good catalyst for macro play. If this was parting, on the other hand, then maybe they would have, you know, proxy 2-gate, proxy 2-racks. But, you know, that would have been pretty ballsy, to say the least. Cybercore coming out for Lilbow as Larry's probe arrives to be scouting around. Just looking to see what's going on. And, yeah, nothing really crazy. Nothing really crazy going on here at all. So, that's good. It's all good in the hood. We have Cybernetic Score finishing up soon for Larry as well. Although I imagine that Larry won't be getting Warp Gate this game, as the Reaper finishes up for PureLegacy. PureLegacy, maybe he's going to play Bio this game. Fast reactor, but no gas. He can start a command center, like right now, actually. And MarineLorD starts up a command center. Now, there's some very important things we need to keep in mind, because if they do that 8-gate blink, which they still have not busted out yet in this series, MarineLorD will not be getting anything other than this expansion. He's going to get the Expo, build workers, and then play hardball. But these Reapers run into each other. Two Reapers passing in the night. It's a fright. Okay, he's actually using the map layout to his advantage to stay alive, as they both start to heal up. Oh, this one's actually he's going to take the long way around, so that means this Reaper could come in and actually maybe kill an SCV before these Marines finish, maybe even delay the factory of MarineLorD, and I think that's what he's going to be able to do. Interesting choice of location to send his Reaper to. I guess he was more concerned about the SCV building the command center, which he still might actually be able to... No. Ooh! Lilbow. Oh, so Larry went for his usual double Stargate play, right? Lilbow's going for his double Stargate play too, but he's getting a Mothership Core first. Now, if you really think about it, this means that these guys are going to be behind in the Phoenix count all game long, unless they can get like a really nice, good big fight. What did he just cancel? His second gas? Oh, okay. I guess he realized that supply block was a little bit more of a relevant issue for him. Now, I guess what I'd really like to know is what composition is he going to go with the Mass Phoenix? Like, what does he do with this? It kind of surprises me that there's no like 1v1 cheese where you throw up a quick. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think here, like a Phoenix build like this. Just play lots of Phoenix. Well, I guess it's easier to turtle in 1v1. It's harder to be like stupidly greedy behind that because you don't have a teammate to worry about, I guess. It's just interesting to see like this strategy. Most people try to play 1v1 builds in 2v2, and that's why they lost in this tournament. But I just think it's really cool that this is actually a style, or like a play style, at least from a Protoss perspective, that would never work in 1v1. Like Phoenix Colossus occasionally works in PvT, but a good Terran player usually doesn't lose to it. And then in PvP, I guess it does happen occasionally, but then both players go Phoenix. So it's very weird. Against Zerg, it doesn't work at all because you just have queens and spores everywhere. But just interesting to reflect on this as we're in the grand final. The Marines actually peppered some damage onto these Phoenix. This is the one way I think a fight could be won by Lilbow against Larry's Phoenix in the early game. And he's realized now that he's got double Stargate, so he's like, oh, okay. You want to out-Phoenix me? You want to play my game? Let's do that. Lilbow's going to get +1 for his Phoenix too, though. I think is a very smart idea. And Larry's going to take his natural expansion. So Lilbow got his Expo up a bit quicker, but Larry's going to actually have his Assimilator's time to finish as soon as the Nexus is done. So the Phoenix income is actually still thwarted a little bit. MarineLorD, is he feeding him for the Phoenix play? I don't feel like he is. He's got a third command center. I guess he's feeding his gas. Yeah, MarineLorD's actually feeding his gas to Lilbow so that Lilbow can do this. This actually allows Lilbow to get, if he really wanted to. Yeah, Lilbow has Warp Gate, so Lilbow actually has the option to go for a big gateway play later in this game to supplement the Phoenix. He steps out onto the map, very risky as there are... Actually, there's a slight advantage for him. Oh, he catches this Phoenix, Ripperino. Oh, he gets on top of him. There's more Phoenix here for Lilbow, so Lilbow should just win this fight straight up. That's how this works, right? Yeah. Oh, reinforcement went for Larry. Yeah, but I think he started to snowball this fight way too early. So Lilbow wins the first Phoenix battle. This is huge. Larry's knocked down to 4 army supply. He only has 2 Phoenix on the map right now. And that's not a good sign at all. Actually, Larry only has 2 Phoenix in production. He actually doesn't have any Phoenix anymore, which means Lilbow could actually just try to camp his production. The missile turret is a nice touch. He adds on a 3rd Stargate, realizing, oh, snap. Yeah, that's a really bad position to be in, especially since Larry's Phoenix have +1 in just a few seconds' time, so they will become literal gods tasteless against the opposing Phoenix. Okay, run away from those Marines. Okay, understandable, acceptable. But Larry can only just sit here and just turtle on his Phoenix. He can't really move down. Oh, Lilbow. A couple of his Phoenix do get snapped up there. As MarineLorD's going to float out to take his 3rd base. What has MarineLorD been up to this whole time? He's going to go into mech, get in blue flame. Lots of Hellions out. Another reactor barracks, so he could just go for a very, very quick mass Hellion type push. Hellion Phoenix, we've seen it before with the Marines to counter the Phoenix of Lilbow. And the Phoenix to counter the Phoenix of Larry. It's actually not a terrible choice, since even if he's building 3 Phoenix at a time, it will take him a long time to catch up. And also, the upgrade advantage will definitely keep an edge in Lilbow's favor. I'm still surprised not a single Protoss player in this tournament has had their units healed by the Terran. And oh wow, he actually runs with the Hellions now, kills all the Marines of PureLegacy, and Lilbow forcing Larry to come out here. Now Larry realizes this might be his only chance. Lilbow, you have more Phoenix. Your Phoenix are a bit dinked up, but you still have more full health Phoenix than your opponent, and you also have +1 attack. I think that's a little preemptive retreat there from Lilbow. I think Lilbow actually could have just killed all the Phoenix right there again, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little wishful thinking. He scans like, oh, he's got a 3rd base that's saturated. Oh crap! Yeah, that's not good. 3 Stargates for Lilbow, and getting that Phoenix range upgrade with the +1 is just so nice. And this Stalker will die, sure, but this game has taken a very, very grim turn for these guys. Lilbow and MarineLorD really seem to have put in a lot of time studying how to play 2v2. They've mimicked in an interesting way, a flattering way, I guess, the composition of their opponents and their build order choices and strategies while adding in their own flair of feed pushes, as well as in this game, not necessarily being a feed build, but a feed strategy to support the Phoenix production of the other player, which is a really, really cool touch in my personal opinion. The Phoenix count, 18 versus 14. There are no Phoenix upgrades for Larry. Larry's getting range now, but +2 attack is on the way for Lilbow's. Like, his Phoenix are just going to top deck, wreck, Shrek, and out-mech everything that could possibly be made by Larry. And with that being said, it's going to come down to the Marine positioning for PureLegacy to assist his buddy old pal in crime in order to make it work. Are these Phoenix just going to fight? Because if the Marines are here, then there's a chance. Okay, another wave shows up. He's got that range and +1. The range is about to finish up for Larry, but it's not there yet. Oh, Phoenix gets snapped up. Total Phoenix count, 19 versus 14. Still quite good. Oh, the Hellions! He baits the Marines out. Now the Hellions actually get on top of the Marines once again. Oh, MarineLorD has such a good play. Oh, the medevac! With so many Marines, he's going to force the fight. This is it. He's going to force a big Phoenix battle. That command center is actually acting as a magnet against a lot of these Phoenix. The Hellions are continuing to run in for MarineLorD. And these Marines, I don't know what he's supposed to do here. He needs to kill the Hellions. He needs to kill the Hellions so that the Marines can assist. But the Phoenix battle is just going way too heavily in Lilbow's favor. The Marines are now able to fight now that the Hellions are dead. But still, the Phoenix lead for Lilbow, and they maintain a serious supply advantage. MarineLorD has taken an extreme supply lead now, 121 versus just 80 for the other two players. And also keeping in mind that Lilbow himself still cruising at 100 supply. He's barely ahead, not crazy ahead, but MarineLorD has a monstrous lead in this game. And his ability to produce these Hellions is insane. He doesn't even really need to build siege tanks because the Marauder count's not all that high. Like, you use the Hellions to clear out all the Marines, and then the Phoenix win the Phoenix battle. The Phoenix can pick up anything else that's on the ground. So, I love this next push because this could actually be the game-winning play from these guys. They build up such an advantage that MarineLorD has an opportunity to capitalize on the heavy Marine production that they forced of the other team. And the Widowmine shot actually just took away all the shields of all of these Phoenix. And they also took some health away too. So when this Phoenix battle begins, we're going to have +2, close to +3 now, on the way to +3. +3 Phoenix with +1 shields against, what are the upgrades for Larry? None. His Phoenix are just way freaking better. Now the tanks have sieged up. The Marines are waiting to just kill some, waiting to be killed by these Hellions. And MarineLorD just runs in, takes a really good shot at these Marines. And these superior, vastly superior upgraded Phoenix continuing to wreck base. Larry's Phoenix play has been taken, improved, and used against him by Lilbow. There's a Manor Mule saying, get out of my game, I've done it. They've taken the series 3-0. I don't think they can be stopped now. Moving in on this third base. There's nothing here left to fight against this. 10 Hellions at a time being rallied down across the map. Siege tanks continuing to push in. The Phoenix are going to grab every last unit that PureLegacy makes. These two kids, unknown, Legacy and Larry. Nobody knew who they were before today's tournament, but you know what? I have to say, I think a lot of people are going to know their names now. They came a very long way, but MarineLorD and Lilbow, they put that pro gamer practice environment to the test for a 2v2 circuit. Neither of them having WCS to worry about, were able to completely focus, and they made the absolute most of it here at the 2v2 Ting Cup, completely sweeping their opponents in the grand finals. GG, Larry taps out, and soon enough, PureLegacy will be forced to surrender to the Frenchman. GG, Lilbow and MarineLorD take first place in the 2v2 Ting Cup after, I gotta say, a grueling set of games where a lot of early aggression was thrown in both directions, but the French